parenting and support is one of the most important things in the world. No matter what you do, you become a doctor, you become an actor, you become an engineer, you become a cricketer, footballer, whatever, you don't do anything that also needs parent support. Right? So the thing is that I personally feel that my parents have never supported me in cricket because I never played cricket. They supported me in whatever I do. So here are two beautiful, very handsome couple I have. They don't look like parents at all, but fortunately they are. And they have their son Veer, who was in the bowling team. They were having their first innings. Probably they were playing. So you were very. I noticed that you were cueing your son from there, and you also brought food for all the players during this break. What makes you? What gives you this energy, this spirit? Okay, you have the mic.
First of all, for any child, and cricket is almost like a religion in India, right? So
Yeah.
any child wants to play cricket, or it's soccer, or it's any other game. Um, I think it's the parents not only duty, but I think if they wholeheartedly support uh, the child's growth can be manifold. So if they get the right environment from school at home, it will really help them to grow well. So I think we are not here just because my son has told me to be here, but I think we both are very passionate. I myself play cricket. My older son plays cricket. So she has actually three boys who play cricket in the house.
Oh, wow.
So we are very passionate about the game as such.
Like he said, right? Cricket is a religion in India. I think cricket is a religion in my house.
Hmm.
So
Do you
come and
play
see
cricket
my
as well?
walls. No, I'm almost there. I've begun to bowl a little bit,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm hoping soon. I umpire them for sure.
Okay.
But
Are you
yeah,
biased in
it's
umpiring?
no. All
You're
three
not.
are equal for me.
Who's the favorite? Who's your personal favorite amongst these three, including your husband, your two sons?
Why are you putting me in this spot?
But you have
No,
to answer.
no, I think all three. Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
All three play a different, have a different expertise. They play a different role. My older one is very strong with his batting. He's putting in an effort. He really wants to play professionally at
Hmm.
some point. Dave has he's actually started playing for the kids because my older one, when he was younger, started developing this interest for cricket. So he got into the game for him, and now all three of them play together. We have an office team,
That's it.
a corporate team that plays matches every weekend. So all three of them are there. I try and go and watch a lot of games. So yeah, I think the younger one bowls. Dave is a very good captain. I would say he's a fabulous leader. He's a good player himself. A
Okay.
very good batsman and bowler. He's an all-rounder.
So, how do you balance supporting your child's cricket dreams and their academics? How does that happen in this era, particularly?
I think fortunately we've got a school. Our kids go to JBC and Parel. We've got a school which has provided the right ecosystem. They have the right, coaches. They have created the right balance. And of course, as a child, I think she's always trying to make sure that he completes his studies, he finishes his homework, and then he goes to play cricket. So I think that fine balance happens at home by her and at school by the teachers and the coaches.
Hmm. So, what are your, ma'am? I would like to ask you, what is the first memory of yours when Veer, particularly because he's playing today? What is the first memory of him playing cricket, and how did you all feel as parents?
So, as a child, up to the age of 4, we only played with animals. He had morning to evening, he had all different animals, and the setup was animals. So we never thought, he never lifted a bat.
Zero interest in cricket.
Though there were both, my husband and older son both would be playing cricket all the time, there was zero inclination. One fine day, we see this guy lifting the bat at home and bowling, and he even till date he's constantly playing in the house. So the
How
first
old is
time
he
when
now?
he's 12, he just
12.
turned 12.
Okay.
So the first time, in fact, when we saw him with a bat and
Hmm.
ball, and when we saw him actually spin the ball,
Hmm.
we were shocked. We said, "This can't be. This is not the same Veer," because up until yesterday, he never showed any inclination to any sport. He was always just. We thought at some point he'll have his own zoo or become a zookeeper because that's what he aspired.
Okay.
So this is obviously always a pleasant where he's come today. He's come a far, long way. He's very passionate about it.
And
So
what
I
do you
think
think?
when you are
How does your child's personality, as in Veer's personality, how has it changed playing cricket? How does it shine? What happened after he started playing cricket?
So I think your patience, tolerance towards, like for example, today there were two, three catches that were missed. Where he's bowling and a very their captain.
Correct.
I forget his first name, but the no
The
Patel.
Patel.
Yeah. So he was batting. He batted at, I think he got out at almost 75 runs. Two or three occasions before he made his 50 at almost the 45th run, a catch was dropped. His
Yes,
catch
yes.
when we was
Was
bowling. So there were three occasions where his catch was dropped. But we see a lot of change, right? If this was maybe until a year ago, you know how you kind of lose your cool and your body language. Of course, they do get a little
of
agitated.
course.
But I think the maturity comes in where you understand that the same mistake, like he dropped his own catch at one point towards the end, so which is when you realize that it's maybe easier to judge somebody else, but when it comes to you, so I think there's a lot of
Teamwork.
learning, teamwork, importance given to teamwork when you're playing. It's just not your contribution;
Correct.
it's the entire team's contribution that matters.
Sir, I would like to ask you: is there any particular advice, or is there any ritual that you follow, or any particular advice that you give your child before he goes on field to play cricket,
I think the only
just before the
thing,
match?
yeah, I think the only thing that I tell him, because I also play cricket, I just say, just enjoy your game. Don't worry about anything. When you enjoy your game, you automatically, say, get runs or get wickets or whatever. But you have to enjoy your game. I think that's the most important thing.
And you, ma'am?
Yeah, for me, I think the most important thing that I tell both my boys, that when you're out, or when the body language that you show and the attitude that you have, whether you win or you lose, is very very important, because we see it all the time in cricket, right? When you're kind of throwing your bat around, and when you can't take that defeat that comes your way, I think that is what matters the most. People are going to remember that. They obviously will remember your game, but your reactions to a victory or a loss. So for me, I think the biggest takeaway for them always is your attitude
So
that
there's no particular
matters.
filmy ritual like dahi खा के जाना या chocolate
No,
खा
no,
के
no.
जाना या मीठा खा के
So
जाना ऐसा कुछ?
I always tell them to visualize their game the previous days, to manifest what they want.
Oh,
And I think both my boys have now started believing a little in that. Like last night also I told Veer, I said, whatever you want out of your game, you've got to kind of put it out there in the universe, because I strongly believe in that. And somewhere he's also realizing, they both realize that yes, if they ask for what they want and they strongly believe in it, they get it.
correct. And the
So
one last question: as parents, what would you like to uh, give a message to other parents whose sons or daughters who are playing cricket or any other sport?
I would say, look, अपने बच्चों के साथ दिल से जुड़ो. Do it out of love. Don't do it just because you have to. Involve yourself 100%. And then when the kids see that, I think it's a different feeling for both the parents and the child. So involve yourself 100%. And these moments are very very precious, and they'll go away very fast. So enjoy every moment with your kid.
You, ma'am?
yeah, I think same. I think so. Whenever I have to come to the ground, I'm always in mixed feelings, because I know sometimes when Veer sees us, when the kids see you here, you also have that pressure to perform, which is what you don't. But when I'm at the field, I don't feel like leaving. Right? You want to see your kid perform, so you're always in that mixed emotion. But 100%, this I have goosebumps as I talk, to see this victory, or to see a victory in the sense, yes, he's done a good job. The team is playing so well. Always feels good to witness that yourself when you're present. I think parent support, like you rightly started, right? Parent support means whether you're doing something or not doing, it means the world to children. It does. It makes a lot of difference. So I would say, parents, please go ahead and support your kid in whatever big thing, small thing, whatever they want to, whatever the passion is, because if they have that support and blessings, they'll always go a long way.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
It was lovely talking to you both.
Thank you.